really heard. Fuck wrong with niggas. How you let them cheat and take them back? Must be your only nigga.
See, that's a pretty interesting start. She's saying you can't demand loyalty from your mates, which is a pretty common intersexual insult in rap music. But then she makes it more interesting. She's saying how you let him cheat and take him back must be the only man in your life, right? That must be the only man that you're involved with, or the only man who wants you. So she's essentially implying men are loyal to me, and not only that, I have multiple men. So she's saying I'm so high mate value that I have many males interested in me, and all of them are loyal, which is more typical of men's rap music, but pretty interesting to see in women's rap music as well.
I get loud just like my weed. I don't watch my tone with niggas. I hang up the phone on niggas. You ain't my daddy, bitch, I'm big mama. Every time.
And now she's flipping the gendered scripts even further. She's saying, I don't call anybody daddy. They call me big mama. And she's the socially dominant one, the leader in her relationship, so to say. That's cool as well.
Time y'all book me with them hoes, it's gonna be big drama. 20 black Suburbans, we pull up like Sunday service. I just want a one-on-one, don't know why she so nervous. Fuck with these hoes saying, cause my niggas say I'm perfect.
So, kind of funny there, she's saying 20 black Suburbans, we pull up in like Sunday service. So we pull up with a very large coalition. And that's important because humans are a species that practices coalitional violence. I mean, you can be a great one-on-one fighter, but all that'll take you to is the UFC, right? It's not going to make you a super formidable political power, so to say. So most humans who obtain political power of any sort do so through coalitions. So this is similar to chimpanzees, where, the strongest chimpanzee isn't necessarily the one who's in charge, but the one who can build the most formidable group of chimpanzees. And this is clearly true in humans as well, because one person, even if they're a really good fighter, they can't take on a group of people. I mean, Gervonta Davis would obviously destroy me, or destroy almost any one person, but how many normal guys would it take? Maybe 3 or 4, maybe not even that. So if you have a few friends, you have a coalition that can beat almost any one-on-one fighter in humans. So humans are a species that practices coalitional violence, is my point. And Latto here is basically saying, we pull up like Sunday service in 20 black Suburbans. We have a really big coalition. And then she says something quite cheeky. She says, I just want a one-on-one, don't know why she's so nervous. We don't believe you, Latto, right? It's a tongue-in-cheek thing. There's no way that she's rocking up with such a large coalition to have a one-on-one fight, but it's a funny thing to say. Let's keep listening what she has to say on this.
Cause my niggas say I'm perfect anyway. Body count so low, I might say I'm a virgin any day. I could switch my car just like I switch my person. Underlay, quit to cut him off if he don't serve no purpose. You a clown and I'm allergic. Niggas straight up out the circus.
So there's a bunch of things we could talk about there. There's classic resource flexing. I have lots of resources, right? I can switch my cars. I can switch my purses. I'm a high mate value. I can demand a lot from my mates. But then the interesting one is body count so low, I might say I'm a virgin. So she's trying to walk the very delicate line that women walk when they're sexually signaling, which is chastity is valued on the one hand, but then being, completely devoid of sexuality is also not desirable. There's some research indicating that people with moderate body counts are the most attractive. So there's some discrimination against virgins, and there's some discrimination against people with high body counts. This is in men and women, but it's probably a little more relevant for women. And here she's kind of commenting on a phenomenon where a lot of women rounds down their body counts, it seems. Or their number of past sexual partners, let's say, that would be a more appropriate way to say it. I mean, the CDC data indicates that the average number of lifetime sexual partners for men, median, not quite average, but the median number, which is better than the mean for understanding these sorts of things, the mean number of past sexual partners is about 6 for men and about 4 for women, the median number. So if you know how medians work, you know that while there are ways that could happen, it's very unlikely that there isn't some rounding up by men or rounding down by women, or both. And I would say that there's at least some rounding down. So a woman who's maybe slept with 12 people might round that down to 10, whereas a man might, I don't know, round that up to 15, let's say. And she's saying, essentially, she's walking this delicate line of having to signal, some sexuality, but not too much, by saying that her body count is so low that she might as well say that she's never slept with someone before, which you'll note that she doesn't actually say, I mean, she can say whatever she wants. She could just say, I've never slept with someone before, but that wouldn't go well in a rap song. So she's reflecting commonly held mate preferences here for someone who has a moderate amount of sexuality. She's saying, I have a moderate amount myself. Anyway.
About the circus. It's the nerve for me. These nigga burnt a third degree. He calling trying to work it out. I'd rather make him work for me.
She's saying he wants a relationship, but I'm just gonna extract resources from him.
For me, he can't tell if it's authentic or it's surgery. Please, Lil Nas X the only nigga curving me.
She's saying she's so high mate value that the only man who would reject her is a homosexual, Lil Nas X.
I don't sing R&B, but bitch, I'm really hurt. Fuck wrong with niggas. How you let them cheat and take them back? Must be your only nigga. I get loud just like my weed. I don't watch my tone with niggas. I hang up the phone on niggas. You ain't my daddy, bitch, I'm pit mama. Every time y'all book me with them hoes, it's gon' be big drama. 20 black Suburbans, we pull up like Sunday service. I just want a one-on-one, don't know why she so nervous. Fuck with these hoes saying, cause my niggas say I'm perfect. Tell the truth. Oh, I'm not that cute, bet you on that Shabu.
That's a funny line. She's saying, oh, you're saying that I'm not attractive, but will you ask your boyfriend that, essentially? And it's a funny line because a lot of people attempt to insult each other intrasexually on variables that can easily be disproven. So if you say that someone's bad looking, but they're not, that's immediately apparent. And so she's saying, you're saying that I'm not that cute. Why don't you ask your mate that, and we'll see whether that's true. And that kind of loops back to what she's saying, where she says, F what these other ladies are saying, because my man says I'm perfect. She's kind of hinting at that idea that intrasexual insults, eventually the rubber has to meet the road. And if they're saying she's not all that, it doesn't really matter because she has a mate who likes her just the way she is. Kind of wholesome when you think about it, but...
He get money, I get money too, like who gon' trick on who?
I really like that line. Sorry, I'm interrupting her quite a bit here, but tricking is when one party exploits themselves sexually for resources from the other, or when someone invests resources in order to obtain sexuality from someone else. And she's saying that doesn't really apply to my relationship because I have so much money. In fact, I have so much money that we could reverse the typical gender dynamic there, which is, again, kind of fun. A lot of this song is commenting on how she's so wealthy and so powerful and so formidable that the gender dynamics that other people are used to are actually flipped in her case. It's quite a fun theme.
Bitch is corny. Soon as monkey see, then you know monkey do. Do you rap or do you tweet? Cause I can't tell. Get in the booth, bitch.
That line, I think that's about Nicki Minaj, and it's essentially don't call me out for being too interested in the goss, but she's essentially saying, do you rap or do you tweet? Meaning, do you compete in a high status competition like rapping, or do you compete, or at least at their level, if you're good at it? Do you compete in a high status competition like rapping, or do you compete in a low status competition like tweeting? And she's saying, Nicki, yeah, you don't rap anymore. You compete in tweeting, which is not as relevant.
Stop all that motherfucking yelling, ho. Cause I ain't buying what you selling, ho. Think I'm the shit, bitch. I know it, ho. Jesus walked on water, I got ice boiling, though. Miss me with that sucker shit, I'm not your baby mama. Block his ass on everything, he in my DM writing novels. Better hold your nigga tight, before I make you come up off him. Say two wrongs don't make a right, but on the tight, get one up on him. I don't sing R&B, but bitch, I'm really...
All of this is basically saying I'm very high mate value. That whole stanza was like, I'm a very effective mate poacher. I've got this guy who's got his own baby mama, and instead of being invested in her, he's more interested in me. I had to block him on everything, and he's still super invested, sending me these really high signals of emotional attachment and infatuation, but I'm not really about it. So the whole function of that is basically saying I'm very high mate value, and I'd be a very effective mate poacher. And then she kind of twists it into a threat, saying, better watch out, because I could have your man too if I wanted. But
but bitch, I'm really hurt. Fuck wrong with niggas. How you let them cheat and take them back? Must be your only nigga. I get loud just like my weed. I don't watch my tone with niggas. I hang up the phone on niggas. You ain't my daddy, bitch, I'm big mama. Every time y'all book me with them hoes, it's gon' be big drama. 20 black Suburbans, we pull up like Sunday service. I just want a one-on-one, don't know why she so nervous. Fuck with these hoes saying, cause my niggas say I'm perfect.
Pretty good song. I'll just note that I didn't comment on it, but I did get the I'm really her line. Very clever with the R&B reference, but not relevant to F-Sex, so we'll leave it at that. Thanks for listening.